What's up, everybody? This is Matt with the Wise Buy Guy here. I'm rocking a new fanny pack from Vertx that I have been waiting to get a hold of to do another compare contrast video for you guys. Couple months back, I did a compare contrast of the Vertx, the SOPC fanny pack / crossbody, whatever, bag with the long walk pack. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll go ahead and put a link down below. I do not have that bag any longer. It was not going to work for me, so I went ahead and returned it. So I've been continuing to carry this one. And this year, Vertx came out with what they're calling the Everyday Carry Fanny Pack. They did a collaboration with Lena, apologize in advance, forget her last name, world-class shooter. But I had not seen anybody kind of going into all of the details of this bag, specifically as it relates to the SOPC fanny pack. So you guys know a lot of folks are carrying these bags crossbody, so I thought I'd start crossbody, turn it over to the fanny pack so you guys can kind of see what both of those look. Again, for reference, I am 6'2", 210 pounds. 205 pounds, let's call it 205. So this is what it looks like, completely empty on me. Couple of things right off the bat that I've already liked and disliked with this bag before I've even put things in there. So you guys are gonna get a little bit of a live reacts. I've got a couple of guns I wanna try, got some of my gear I wanna try, but I have not pre-staged this bag yet. To kind of see how things fit. So first and foremost, the buckle is a different type of a buckle. It's a much slimmer profile buckle there. When you pop this out, how it all clips in is kind of cool. It does not feel nearly as heavy duty as this guy. However, when you're looking at these side by side, one is obviously just a smidge thicker than the other. I think they're trying to cut down on some of the thickness for crossbody. So this is from the Everyday Carry, this is from the SOPC. So you guys can see there, a little bit slimmer profile, which is nice. One quibble that I already have though, is it is lashed onto the left side of the bag, which means, obviously if you're using this for a crossbody, I assume you're gonna keep it like so all the time, and then you'll just either put it on this way. So buckle is, so if the bag is now pointing down towards my right side, buckle is gonna be here. If I choose to carry the bag the other way, buckle is going to be going down. It's not uncomfortable, doesn't hit anything awkwardly there. You guys can see just right under the ribs. However, if you're like me, and you don't mind getting some stairs and you want to actually carry this in a fanny pack, one of the first things I ran into putting the bag on, I was like, wait, I gotta like do a little hop, skip, and a jump to actually get this thing on, and I'll back the camera up a little bit so you guys can actually see the fanny pack gear here. There we go, tippy toes. So in order to actually get it here, taking it off is nice, buckle is up front. But to actually get this bag on, you got a problem here, right? Versus your SOPC, unbuckle it, and with two hands, you can just easily snap that on and you're set to go. And then the buckle is also, you know, mid-back, which for me isn't a big deal. So I'm not sure. I love the fact that they gave all of your adjustability on a single side with zero adjustment. I do tend to like bags that you could actually have, you know, a little play on both. A couple of things that are nice here. They've actually given you two little pieces of molly. I think they heard and understood. It's super, super annoying when you are taking out the slack. And you've got to like roll things up. It'd be nice if there was a little bit more lash down. So for this one, they've given that additional webbing. So you can actually space out your little elastic straps here to keep it all down nice and tight. Now, obviously, as you're putting this on and off, these things are going to move around, right? But that's not bad. I like that. So I like the thinner buckle. I don't know how sturdy it is. You can see even in the one they sent, it's got like a little fuzz. I can just cut that off. So sturdiness of the buckle, maybe give it 3 stars. The double straps, I'm gonna give that 5 stars. The fact it's only on one side, I'm gonna give 0 stars. So let's go ahead and look at the bag. So on the back of the bag, here's like your little stash pocket. They've said you can throw in a cell phone, something like that. So I'm using my phone to record this. Here's a, what is this, an X2 calculator, fits in there, no problem. So again, I don't imagine putting any phones in here. They've advertised this, it's gonna fit all the phones on the market. Not gonna be a problem. You do, so the way the zipper's open though, right, if you're dealing with a large phone, it barely fits going that way. So you are gonna have to do, you know, a tuck in. So I don't mind that. That's nice and slick. However, if this is on my body, and again, I'm doing a lot of this crossbody, I'll shoot the camera up and show you guys what it looks like fanny pack here. Let's give me a little space. There we go. So if I'm crossbody, to actually get into my phone, I'm gonna have to pull, unzip, and get my phone out. I don't know that I love that. I don't know that I hate it. I might be ambivalent right now. So yeah, that's neither here nor there. So that is on the back side. Now, the front pocket is a regular front pocket. They've got 2 small storage, kind of like their admin pouch with your little key lanyard. I'd love to know who actually uses their key lanyard for your keys. I don't ever, but I do like the fact that they have made this where you can actually unclip it. Yes, that's awesome. So if you're like me and you never actually use this dang thing, take it out, get rid of the space. Thank you, Vertx. Okay, one of the things that I had said in the long walk pack is it was kind of poofy on the top. You guys can see this is really, really slim, real sleek. And then the CCW main admin compartment, boom. So it only opens halfway. You guys can see where the zippers stop here, and it actually does a halfway decent job. There's nothing special on the inside. I don't see any secret pockets. It does have like a little lash piece, which I guess you could probably use for a quick pull if you wanted to wire something up through that. So here was the big deal with the bag is it looks like they tried to kind of go slim, sleek as minimal. So depending on how you use the fanny packs, this might actually be not a bad deal. But let's first talk about bang bangs, pew pews. So I've got a couple of different lights. I first want to start off, if you're using something full size, so Glock 17, obviously with flashlight, you are not anywhere near like this. That is not going to fit at all. Forget about it. Don't go for a full size handgun. I have a XD9, 9mm with little extendo Pika grip. Now, obviously, don't be stupid. Use a holster, but that would fit. Does not seem to add a lot to the profile. That's actually not too shabby. I will try to see if I can find a Velcro holster here real quick. So a little like a XD9 fits no problem. Obviously, if your XD9 fits, your SIG P365 is going to fit, and I'm actually going to keep my holster on just to kind of see what that looks like if you're using a Kydex. Okay, so again, that is actually super slim, super sleek. Hold on, part 1. Okay, so part 2, occupational hazard of lots of kids and a wife while I'm trying to make videos. So I got a tripod, so I'm going to set it down so you guys can see a little bit better on the chest to belly. Don't really care about my head. So really like how the SIG, so this is, like I said, P365 with a Hollow Sun. This is the 507K X2. So with the Kydex holster, this, again, there was some little Velcro on there, would actually fit quite nicely in the crossbody position. Let's try a couple of more guns for fun, because I also like my Glock 17 with the TLR7 and my Holosun. This is a 507C. So let's go ahead. Let's keep it in the holster. I'm curious. So this is a T-Rex Arms holster. That one was a Bravo concealment. So, so the T-Rex arm holster does not fit. Well, if I wiggle it, okay. Let's take out the holster because they make holsters. And let me go ahead and just do that. Okay. I do have I believe this is a Torn Tactical flared magwell, so I get a little bit better grip here. But this in here, angled. So here's the thing. It does fit Glock 19. It does fit. But y'all, that is tight. I don't know if you can see, like I am, oof. Okay, so it fits. So press for size, let me kind of give you guys a little view. So with the sights and everything, it does fit in here, but you can see, especially around the edge, you are probably not going to fit anything bigger than this in this bag, especially if you run a light. So, good to know. Be thinking Glock 19 or smaller. Now, here's where I think I would have a problem with this bag. So it looks great, fits beautifully, side profile, obviously going to draw, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that bad boy someplace safe. I'm gonna put that bullet there. Okay, now, part of what I love about fanny packs is my day-to-day stuff, keeping it in my bag, on my person, ready to rock and roll. So I've got an assortment of things. Let's see how things work. So we got a little Leatherman, and obviously things are going to fit nice in the storage pockets. We've got a wallet, nothing special about my wallet. That also fits nicely. So you guys can see we can have a little organization going across here. Let's throw in a small, this is a Phoenix PD 25R. I've also got like an LD12, so smaller, light, fits in super nice. So I've got a Leatherman, a wallet, a flashlight, and let's put earbuds and a small, okay, so the tourniquet is not going to fit. What if I take it out of its case? Okay, so a small, this is the snake skin, the skinny one that they came out with. That one, it fits, kind of. So, front pocket, everything is still nice and slim. Now, let's go ahead and do the magic. How does that all fit? And let's try with, okay. So, everything you just saw, and that was my SIG P365 with the holster. That is not a bad side profile. So I'm looking at let's call it 3 1/4, 3.5 inches. So in a crossbody, that's what it's going to look like. Let's go ahead and do this in the fanny pack. Okay, yeah, so I guess fanny pack, you're probably going to want to take the bag, put it around, and then go ahead and clip and spin. Okay, so fanny pack, I don't actually hate that. Nice and easy gun. Boom. How do I get stuff? Okay, so the getting stuff out. Let's go ahead and apologize in advance. So getting stuff out of the bag. So because it doesn't billow like the long walks pack, you do have to pull back that tab. And so I'm not gonna lie, things are tight. If the wallet is in front, I can get to the wallet and I can put the wallet back easily. Getting to things over in the corner, like my Leatherman, I can get it. I can put it in. So my AirPods I can get. Okay, now I still have that. Okay, so you can see if it's too full, it is a little tight getting back in. Can I get to my phone, or what I'm pretending to be my phone? Oh, I don't even have that in. Good catch. So, okay. Ooh, that almost doesn't zip. So, okay, you guys, so you put too much in this bag. This is a nice, small, compact bag. There is no doubt about that. The phone, barely fits. And when I say barely, I wish you guys could feel the tension of this zipper right about here, closing. It does not really want to do that well. However, no zipper. I do feel like it forms up against the body better without the phone there. Let's take a couple of things out. So what if I'm just using this for the wallet, the AirPods, and I'm going to go from a Leatherman. This is a CRKT, just a whatever, I don't even know what model. I've got a couple of different folders, you know, nothing special. 4 inches, 4 1/4 inches by, you know, an inch to an inch and a quarter. These are not big knives. So if I just have a knife in there with a wallet, and let me see. So this light is shorter but skinnier. This is so the two Phoenix lights I'm using right now, this is the LD12 and this is the 25R, the PD25R. You can see they're pretty close in size and thickness. This one's just a little bit skinnier. I'm going to see about how that all... Okay, so it's actually going to be better, I think, for this bag to go with a slightly fatter light, but a stubbier light. Oh, okay, so that's not too shabby. Boom. Now let's see what happens when I throw in the Glock. Okay. So, I kind of don't want to say this, but I actually have no serious complaints. And here's the Springfield. Okay, so here's going to be the deal. Let me do a side-by-side with these guys. Let me go ahead and take out all my stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Let me take out the pew-pews. That was loud. Okay. So, size-wise comparison, these bags, I know this is a 2 cubic liter bag. Somebody in the comments help me out. I don't remember how many liters this is. I would look this up on my phone, but again, using for the recording. They are about the same width. Like, if you guys are looking at that, that is width. I'm sorry, this is height, about the same. We are, however, let me move it all the way over, zipper to zipper. We're going to be 3 1/4. Yeah, I'll comfortably call that 3 1/4 inches different here. So you guys can see where this bag ends. I've got all of this space still in the bag. So if I'm trying to do a larger gun, like a Glock 17, that fits in here no problem. Okay. You could reduce some of the thickness in this bag. I just found one of my little sticky holsters with like a Max Pedestrian or like one of the Vertx, you know, bags that go like so. I don't mind these if they're pointed down. I do think I would have a concern if the gun was pointed up. These don't have a lot of retention right? So I'd probably have to play around with how it actually go for a draw. Fanny pack I like because I can keep it down on the belly, pointed up, very similar to an appendix draw, and I can go to town from there. The big, huge difference is the amount of size. I mean, this is massive difference. So here's going to be my end thought. So one of the reasons I like this bag so much is, even though I really hate the front pocket, and I wish they had done like a cute little admin pocket, like if they had done this pocket on this bag, that would have done so many awesome things for me. So what I can have a tendency of doing with this bag is I overload it and it gets too big and too fat, right? So then you got this should be a sling bag instead of a crossbody bag, or a massive fanny pack. However, depending on where I'm going and why I'm going nothing in my pockets, I still like, for instance, the little back zipper pouch here, where you can have a full on, so on the back of this guy, I've got the Live the Creed, I've got their pocket trauma kit. So I've got a tourniquet, you know, all the goodies in there. I've got a CPR face mask. There's side pockets here where I can have my nose spray. This is the, what's it, the Nalox, the naloxone, whatever, for somebody overdoses. Again, my side of town happens. Also, if I go to work, something happens there. I also like the fact that I can have all of my stuff in my fanny pack, right? So I can have my gun, I can have a knife, I can have a flashlight, I can have a wallet, I can have my little tool bag wallet that's got a smaller knife, nail clippers, band-aids, hair things for the girls, all that stuff. I can also take something like a fixed blade. This is my T-Kel knife. I can clip that onto their SOPC backing. I know it's not the knife it's meant for, but I like this knife. But you know, I can clip something on here. So I can really load this out for a lot of stuff for a long day. Where I actually think I kind of like this, other than maybe my quibble about placement. And even then, placement, if you guys saw, so if I just hold it with this hand, swoop it around, that's actually, let's go there. That's actually doable. I'm just so used to putting the fanny pack on this way, I think that threw me off. So hold it with your right hand, swing it around, and everything will be beautiful. The quality of the belt buckle is a little suspect. I'm not going to lie there. But for however much they're asking this bad, what, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, I might be worth that. Size is nice. It does not feel big. It does not feel overwhelming. Same thing if I'm doing it in a cross body draw. So if you're a smaller framed individual, this is not bad at all. This is very nice and slim. Whereas, like I said, if you're wearing something like this, crossbody, that it's amazing how much the extra size, but you are literally wearing a small sling bag, right? Like that. If I flip this around on my back, people will be like, oh, he's got a small sling bag on. This is a big bag. So this one I still like, other than some of my pocket issues. I might experiment with using this one for small quick trips. So if I'm just going to the grocery store down the street and the only thing I'm going to take is a smaller gun, can't take a Glock 17, not that I normally carry that one anyways, but I like having the option, right? If I was going to take maybe my SIG and my wallet with a small tourniquet, that would be about it. You are not going to be able to have a more substantial medical kit on this. You're not going to be able to have a larger handheld light unless you start layering things in lengthwise and kind of just shove and tuck. So again, the problem for me, if I'm not actually using some of the pocket or the organization to keep things, you know, as they should, then the pocket starts to bulge out, right? Because the flashlight is now going here versus up, where it's going to keep things much more slimline. But again, oh, that one actually, well, that barely fits. Again, there's a lot of it fits, but it's barely fitting. So short, quick, minimal. I like this bag. So again, I'll say that again. You're going somewhere. It's going to be a short trip, quick trip. You're just taking minimal stuff. And when I say minimal, I mean a small tourniquet. You're not taking a med kit. Going to leave that in your backpack in your car, and hopefully you can get to your car if something goes down. But for that slim profile is hard to beat. Comes in 2 colors. I am tentatively going to say I like this. Hopefully this video was a help. Again, this is the Everyday Fanny Pack versus the SOPC. Size comparison, feature difference. Again, you guys, this one, again, I'll try to put in, if I can figure out how to do it, my video with the long walk and the other one. This bag is a very similar profile to the long walks. It's just not billowy and poofy. It's much more streamlined, but it's not going to have all the extra pockets, all the extra organization, all the extra features. It is really just a slim, bare bones, your gun, a wallet, your keys. I mean, that's kind of what you're talking about, right? A gun, a wallet, and keys. Or I guess if you were to sacrifice the gun and you wanted to use some of their organizational stuff on the Velcro, you could probably put more stuff in here, right? Be like, oh, I've got my tourniquet here, gonna have a knife in here, gonna have a flashlight in here, gonna have and a cell phone doesn't even fit that way. So cell phone is going to have to go sideways. It does not fit up and down. But you could probably turn this into a little bit more of a utility bag. You're not going to be able to carry much. So I like it. I do think it fits maybe a little spot in, depending on where you're going, what do you want to do or what do you want to carry. You're going somewhere where you're not having pants with pockets. Have your gun in your wallet. That's awesome. I still might end up using this more because I am a taller dude. Just because I can have it. I can have all of my stuff already in here always. Where this one's like, oh, I gotta pare down what I'm taking to go there to use it. Unless I just start leaving more stuff in my backpack in the car. So hopefully these videos were helpful. Sorry it went so long. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.